Welcome to the podcast, The World in Four Seasons. This is the summer 2022 edition of this podcast. This podcast is to give listeners from the comfort of their homes an experience of the world's different travel destinations. In particular, listeners will get to experience the best time to be visiting these destinations and the various seasons involved during this time. Today, I will be introducing you to three speakers from around the world. The three speakers are Nadyah from Kuwait City, Kuwait, Russell from Klagenfurt, Austria, and Yetian from Tübingen, Germany. So without further delay, here is Nadyah from Kuwait.
A warm welcome to all our listeners. Kuwait is a land of sunshine and summer heat. The average temperature is 47 degrees Celsius, but there are days when the thermometer reaches 50 degrees Celsius. Kuwait is a coastal country, so the proximity of the sea offers many opportunities for relaxation. Because of the heat, health, and skin protection, paddlers are advised to go to the sea early in the morning, often sunrise or late afternoon before sunset.
And now, a message from our sponsors.
You can buy our men's and women's swimwear anywhere and anytime in our webshop. If you are in Kuwait, or if you are in Austria, or if you are in Germany, it doesn't matter. All you need is a phone and an internet connection, and you will be able to order your personalized swimsuit. Find our webshop on the swimsuit.com website. Within 1 week, you can get your dream swimsuit in which you can enjoy every moment of summer. In this heat, you will feel refreshed if you can easily, with a few clicks, get your swimsuit representing the latest trend. If you order today and use the promo code Word in 4 Seasons, you will receive a 25% discount. All you have to do is order, payment, and pick it up and enjoy the cooling splash in the summer heat. Swimsuit.com.
And now, let's hear from Nadyah again.
Many hotels have their own private beach area where relaxation is guaranteed. For young people who like sports, they are jet skiing, diving, and windsurfing. For others, sea cruises are recommended. In the heat, it is important to stay properly hydrated, which is basically provided by water. Drinking juices such as avocado or pomegranate is also very popular, as is drinking iced coffee. For those who want to escape from the heat during the day, I can recommend indoor recreation options such as sport in the gyms or enjoying the time in the hotel wellness centers. One of the longest continuous indoor walking opportunities in the Middle East is the Avenues Mall, which resembles a pedestrian street. There are many restaurants, cafes, shopping opportunities, cinemas, an incredible range of fun-raised kids games and attractions, so everything you need for fun and relaxation is hiding from the heat. The heat makes for nightlife. Popular dining options are evening picnic on the beach. At designated barbecue places, people can grill their own food amid live music concerts. Walking and silent opportunities are available. People wear light, easy clothes. There are hardly any passers-by during the day. If people go out during the day, they cover themselves with umbrellas to protect themselves from the strong sun. All buildings have strong air conditioning units, so people may wear thin sweaters. In summary, because of the very hot and dry weather, different habits are observed. Between July 9 and 12, there was a religion holiday in the country. At this time, people gather with their families, friends, and colleagues and have a big meals and conversations. During the day in houses and weekend house called chalet. In the evening, people gather on the beach and hold parades, spending their time in a festival-like atmosphere. People go to the desert in the evening time. They can participate in many events. They eat local food rice with chicken or lamb. They listen to traditional music and dance. They can also ride the camels. The summer festival in the Scientific Center was held this holiday week. This provided interesting recreation for both adults and children. The visitors got to know the scientific knowledge in the field of science, technology, and innovation. This May, the GCC Inter-Country Sports event was held in the country. Athletes from the neighboring countries competed in 17 different sports. One of these sports was paddle. Paddle is a racket sport and typically played in doubles on an enclosed court roughly 25% smaller than the size of tennis court. Since May, the game has been hugely popular in the country. This is reflected in the fact that paddle courts are growing out of the ground around the country and it's very difficult to book an appointment to play. Outdoor courts are always full in the evenings and people enjoy this new and popular form of recreation. As dear listeners can hear, there are different costumes and activities here in Kuwait due to the high heat. I hope I have piqued your interest. We look forward to welcoming you all.
Okay, so that was a session from Nadyah from Kuwait City, Kuwait. And now, without further delay, here is Russell from Klagenfurt, Austria. Hello and welcome to this podcast regarding summer of 2022. Today I will be introducing you to Austria. While Austria is not very well known as a travel destination during the summer, it is still a very unique, interesting and fun destination to travel to during the summer, especially in 2022. In particular, I will be introducing you to the city of Klagenfurt, Carinthia, Austria. Klagenfurt is a city in south of Austria. A brief history about this city. With a population of about 100,000, it is known to be a very welcoming city for new travelers, for people looking to bathe in the waters of the Lake Wörthersee, or whether for business persons or other persons traveling to this city. Klagenfurt is situated right at the border between Austria, Slovenia, and Italy. Such a unique location gives Klagenfurt a multilingual edge and a multicultural edge. It introduces travelers towards this area to such a vast number of cultures and sights to see. A visit to this city has to begin within the city itself. The great number of hotels, restaurants, and tourist attractions within the city center of Klagenfurt is a must-see for all travelers to this region. With its picturesque and quintessentially European city center, Klagenfurt is an excellent walking destination for summer travelers. The various food and drink outlets as well as shopping outlets in the city center provides travelers with an excellent base from which they could travel to various other regions as well within this center. Now we move on to perhaps the crown jewel of attractions in Klagenfurt, the Lake Wörthersee. Beginning from the city center, a picturesque bus ride towards the Strandbad provides travelers to the city both with a tour of the city as well as a perfect introduction to the Lake Wörthersee. Whilst entering the Strandbad, travelers can first undertake the great number of activities such as the water amusement parks, the food and drink outlets, and various other things in the beach of Klagenfurt. Next up is the lake itself. With clear crystal blue waters, the Lake Wörthersee is renowned worldwide for its purity and cleanness. Therefore, it is a perfect place to bathe, and more importantly, it is a perfect place to cool off during the summer. For travelers that are keen on hiking and adventure, the Klagenfurt city center is an excellent base to use to travel and hike towards the nearby great mountains of Carinthia. The lakes of Klagenfurt and Carinthia also offer professional cyclists as well as recreational cyclists with excellent cycling routes throughout this region. For travelers interested in history, there are a great number of castles and medieval European towns for both historians as well as casual history enthusiasts to discover. Regarding the weather of this region, travelers are recommended to carry as light clothing as possible, depending on the nature of the activities and traveling, such as hiking would require stronger boots, whereas bathing would require very light clothing. For travelers that like to explore nearby locations as well, such as Villach, such as Ljubljana and Slovenia, therefore they would be not only entering a new country but a whole new culture which they can explore right from Klagenfurt. And there are many other nearby locations as well, such as the Lake Bled in Slovenia, which is remarked as one of the world's most beautiful regions for hiking and traveling. To provide travelers with an overview regarding the transport options to enter the city, the Klagenfurt airport is now fully operational and can be accessed from many parts of the world. However, the Klagenfurt Hauptbahnhof is considered to be a key stopping point for all travelers to this region of Europe. Therefore, it is recommended to use the train. It can also be mentioned that this is an ideal traveling place for students, given the great university system in Klagenfurt as well as the great resources and communities available for students to travel to within this region. Therefore, this has been an introduction to what the city of Klagenfurt is like during the summer 2022. I hope you are able to travel to this serene and truly breathtaking destination with your family, friends, colleagues, and anyone else looking to experience this wonderful. That was Klagenfurt, Austria from Russell. And now, without further delay, is the destination of Tübingen, Germany from Yetian.
Tübingen is an incredible town. It's a famous medieval town dating back to the Middle Ages and offers castles, streets running along canals, small steps, narrow alleys, and half-timbered houses. At the same time, it's also a young and cosmopolitan town, hosting around 30,000 students. July is the warmest month of the year, and the sunniest month with an average of 235 hours of sunshine.
And now, a message from our sponsors.
This is a social advertisement. Would you like to splash in the clear sea? Would you like to avoid the slide of dried-up waters? Join our association as a volunteer. Let's clean up our environment, the beach and the streets, and work together for a clean environment. Animals and plants also need clean air. They also want to live healthily. Together, if we unite, we will succeed in defeating the activities that destroy the environment. Let's live cleanly.
Let us continue with Yetian again.
Here we go. What can we do in Tübingen in summer to enjoy the sunshine? 2022 Tübingen City Festival is the one we couldn't skip. It was the first after a 3-year break due to the COVID-19. Clubs and organizations transformed the Old Town Center of Tübingen into a large party ground. Different genres of music, bands, DJs came from Germany and other parts of Europe. The Tübingen restaurants provide a culinary variety and everyone could find the right music for their taste. The festival runs through the whole evenings of those 2 days, with the music ending at midnight. There is live music performed by regional music clubs and live bands from all over the world. For example, Indian music could be heard on both days. On Friday, there were open stages for all kinds of music from out of Europe. On Saturday evening, DJ Lappy got the people dancing on the market square until 1 a.m. Children and young people also got their own programs on both days. Young and upcoming artists and well-known musicians performed on an open-air stage. Participation offers from the areas of sport, games, and creativity were also on the program. If you don't want to be sweating with the crowd in the city, there are a lot of offers by the nature. In summer, a leisurely ride along the romantic Neckarfront is always an unforgettable highlight. Punting has been one of the most popular and cheerful pastimes in Tübingen. There are many themed trips you can enjoy on the water. You can jump on the historical ride that famous ancient Tübingen poets will take you back to 17th century Tübingen, floating through the oldest university districts. You can also go on a very chilled night ride with electronic lights. The lights are reflected on the water of the Neckar and create a very special homey atmosphere on board that you have never experienced before. Wine tasting ride is also a signature option in summer, which you can enjoy Italian, French, and Wittenberg wines from market traders on a leisurely punt trip around Necker Island. Post.
That was Yetian from Tübingen, Germany. Those are all the speakers for today. Thank you for listening to the Summer 2022 edition of the World of Four Seasons podcast. Please do not forget to share and subscribe to this podcast if you liked it.